Hello and welcome to Module 1 of How to Win with Words. Writing Words That Win, a crash course in copywriting for conversions. I'm Kim Walsh-Phelps, and it's my honor and privilege to be with you today. So my scoop is why I put this course together. Well, I am the CEO of Elite Digital Group now, and we have generated over $1 billion online. But that only came after I was introduced to the world of direct response marketing, first from Dan Kennedy and then from many gurus. It took me a long time to figure out exactly what to write. In fact, and spend a ton of time getting it done. And so I put together this program so that you can quickly and easily put down words that will get you the results that you're looking for and not waste your time. No one wants to stare at a blank page or struggle with getting results, so this program is to take you through the results that you need. I started from a place of being completely broke, struggling, working all of the time, really feeling like I just had to keep running and running every day, to choosing a new path that would get me there quicker. The right path that I needed to do was a different path, because the reality is you were made to thrive. So I want you to know about this course. In every module, there's 3 modules. The steps are clearly laid out for you and exactly what you need to do. The templates are provided so you know exactly what to write. And then I give you an action step to make it real so that you implement. I have found that if I don't practice what I am learning, I don't absorb it and it doesn't become real. So I want you to make sure you do that as well. And then if you're on here live, you can participate in the Q&A live. Or for most of you, you'll be watching this as a recording. Send your questions at any time to info@elitedigitalgroup.com. That's info@elitedigitalgroup.com. Not only will I answer your questions, but we'll continue to put together an FAQ that will be in your customer hub portal or your course portal throughout the program, so that way you can have that as a reference sheet. The agenda for today, or ongoing module 1, is first getting to know your target market. How are you going to do that? A simple blog template you can file to write your blogs. Simple Facebook ad that you can use for Facebook and all of the ads that you create. In module 2, we'll go through Facebook post templates from A to Z. A landing page template you can use. And then module 3 will do an advanced strategy of email templates and an advanced landing page template. This is all about getting that easy button into your business that you don't have to worry about what to write. You say, we need a landing page today. You're going to follow the template we give you and get it out the door quickly. And I will give you success hacks along the way. Today's success hack is when you can mirror your target market, you are going to gain their trust and create more sales. What does that mean? When you can use the phrases that they use, the jargon that they use, the acronyms they use, the emotions that they use, the common enemies that they may have. Like when you're in a group of women who are moms, you start talking about the kids or the husbands. That's just like in real life what might happen. Or a group of, let's say, conservative individuals that might be going against the liberals. You're talking about a common enemy. Those types of things can be incredibly powerful for gaining trust and developing rapport with your prospect prior to doing business with them. So in order for you to do that, you really need to get to know your target market super well. What are their concerns? What are their questions? What's their jargon? How do they describe things? You need to get a good handle on that before you can write copy that will convert. So uncovering the needs of your target market. You're first going to use some great research tools that are completely free, and then there's a grassroots method that we'll talk about as well. The tools, one of them that I love is BuzzSumo. This allows you to put your topic in that you're looking for, and I'll show you an example of it in just a sec. Topic that you're looking for, and up will come the most popular social media post in that industry, which is really powerful because then you know, not without guessing, what people are really looking for. And then SumoRank basically shows you the SEO, the Google search results for your topic. Same thing with SEMrush. And then SlideShare.net is incredible depository of PowerPoint presentations. It's owned by LinkedIn, but it can give you a ton of information that you can use in setting up your right messaging. So BuzzSumo, when you go to BuzzSumo.com, and you can get up to 5 searches for free, you go to BuzzSumo.com, you put in your topic, your keyword, or URL, and up will come the most popular social media posts. Sumo Rank, you can put in your Facebook page or a competitor's Facebook page. It's going to give you all the data about it. SEM Rush, this is if you want to search for a competitor's domain, and you can find out, again, what people are looking for, what they're interested in. SlideShare is the LinkedIn depository of PowerPoint presentations, and you can see what's the most popular PowerPoints in that topic area, what comments are there, what questions are people asking. And then the grassroots method that works incredibly well is to simply ask 10 customers, prospects, or friends, what's one thing stopping you from blah, blah, blah. So mine might be, what's one thing stopping you from advertising on Facebook? Or what's one thing stopping you from having success advertising on Facebook, if I'm talking with a more seasoned audience. So just asking that question, you're going to get a lot of really great answers. And you can post about this on social media if you don't want to just ask people. If you give an incentive, it tends to go better. Please answer this one question. If you answer by XYZ date, I'm going to message you a gift, like a free report or a guide or an ebook, or we're going to give you a certificate or a gift certificate, or you can enter to win a contest or a prize. So you have those options as well. But the whole time you're doing this, it's all about not just like, okay, so I got these 10 posts, who cares, right? You're going to dive into the most popular posts. You're going to dive into the websites that do the best and look at their languaging. See the questions people are using. Get the sense of the target market. Maybe you're in the target market and you have a really good idea already, but still good to dive in, because things that just are commonplace to us, we almost don't notice anymore. And so a good example of this, we had a yard sale on Saturday, and we had a couch out there that we've had just for about 2 years, and it was out in the light, and we had never been out in. I thought it was in really, really good shape. We were going to try to get rid of it. We're a new house. None of the furniture here works down new furniture. We're going to sell this couch, and we're looking at it, and we're like, you know what? This doesn't look so good in the light. I never noticed all these marks on this before. Like, you notice all these things when you see them under a new light. Same thing with your target market. Going into these other accounts, these other posts, will allow you to see really what your target market is saying. So you'll ask yourself these questions. What are their most common questions? What are the things that they seem to be the most confused about? What languaging do they use in their posts and their questions? What do they say? How do they describe things? What industry-specific jargon is used? So and one of our clients, their niche is IT professionals, and they always are talking about MSPs, managed service providers. That's not a phrase we use in my industry, but it's used in theirs, and I need to know that if I'm going to work with them. Financial advisors is a niche for us, and we know they describe those attending their seminars as units in the room, or the people who don't, who just come to the dinner to eat the dinner and won't ever do business with them. They're described as plate lickers. So you want to know the jargon of your community. In marketing, of course, we're like opt-in, landing page, sales funnel. These are all things that only people in that industry that are deep in it would know. So what terminology, what jargon can you use, and make a list of these things in order to make your writing much quicker. I recommend after you do your research, you create this cheat sheet, and you have it with you all the time when you're creating your copy. This will allow you to create things much quicker, because you can look at the cheat sheet as a reference guide, and you don't have to try to remember it or go back to it or try to find it. I have a set cheat sheet that I use whenever I'm writing my copy. On this cheat sheet include things like the keywords and phrases your target market uses, the industry jargon you want to refer back to, any pop culture examples, so something famous in the news that may have happened that would be an interesting tie-in to some of your copy, Or I will keep a list of these things. If I see a good article online or I see something in a magazine, I will keep the links to those on that cheat sheet as well, because I can pull from them for examples when I write articles later on. You also set up a Google alert, so that way you can be notified when something happens that would be industry specific that you can relate back to. And then your stories that your target market can relate to. I told you that I was struggling for a long time, and it wasn't until I discovered direct response marketing, first through Dan Kennedy, that I discovered a better way. There's a whole story that goes with that, and that's one of my stories on my cheat sheet that I can refer back to when I'm going to share my origin story with my target market in one of my copywriting pieces. I share with you also about the couch. That's probably going to go on my cheat sheet, because there's a great example of, I have this thing, we think it looks great, and needed to go in the light, and it's like, what's going on here? Good example of a time when we needed the light shown. Another one for the cheat sheet. You can come up with some stories, and you'll come up with a few now, 3, 4, 5, but over time, as you're building your writing inventory, you'll be able to add to that list. So when you sit down to write something, it'll be so much quicker. It's great that way. All right, so first template I'm going to provide to you is the blog template. This is very important because a blog will allow you to, of course, have that expert authority, get that industry-specific positioning, that you're the leader in the industry. But it also gives a piece of content that you can use in your marketing to send traffic to you the first time. So really important. First, I like to come up with a monthly post plan, a theme for the month, then 4 weekly posts about the theme, and then I pull my social media posts from those blog posts. For example, if the theme was working with the IRS to reduce your tax bill, 4 weekly posts might be how to find out if you qualify, steps to take, mistakes to avoid, and a case study about it. And then you can pull your social media posts from that blog post. On Module 3, we're going to show you an advanced strategy that's all about creating entertainment, but you can also use these sub-post topics with that 3-week strategy. Because as you're running your offer, that we'll talk more about in Module 3, you can pull these pieces in. So this module's assignment is to create a monthly post plan. Just share it on Facebook. If you're in our Marketing Insider Elite program or Powerful Professional, share it in our Facebook group. If not, just make sure to share it with an accountability partner so you get this item done. Create that monthly post plan. Again, the theme, your 4 weekly posts, and pull your social media posts. Your theme, your 4 weekly posts, and pull your social media posts. Now, what is that blog template? You're like, okay, that's cool, Kim. You told me the topic, but this is a copywriting course. That was just a little bonus and strategy. What do I write? But here's what you write. First, you're going to use this template. So first, you establish the problem with your reader, meaning that you identify, here's the situation, here's the problem. I understand that it's a problem, and I understand that you're struggling with it. The second thing is the teaser. And so you say, but it doesn't have to be like this anymore. Thankfully, there's a better way. And you can be like, I discovered this better way, such as, like I said, I discovered this better way when I first read Dan Kennedy's No BS Direct Response Marketing book. You can share, or thankfully, just there's a better way. You're just teasing them that they know if they keep reading, they're going to find out how is it better. It's then that you reveal the solution and why they should care. You add in what is possible and how it will work for them. And then finally, you give social proof and a case study or story. So that way you can help build trust. Whenever you can pull in somebody else's story into the end of the piece, it's really important. And then finally, you add in the call to action. Because once somebody gets to the end of your blog post, you always want to tell them where it is to go next. Maybe there's a course you're promoting. Maybe you want them to schedule consultation with you. Maybe there's another blog post you want them to read. But always, always, always give a call to action at the end of your blog post. Oh. Okay, here we go. It's clicking through now. All right, so the blog post template example. If we said opening, establishing the problem, and the example of this would be, Have you ever struggled to write a blog post? It can be frustrating to figure out what to write and how to structure it. So that's the opening. Like, this is who it's for. This is what this post is going to do. Thankfully, there is a better way. Through trial and error, we have developed a system that is cut and paste and works every time. Share the better way. For a blog post, I'm just sharing what I just told you, give social proof. From our private client, Stephanie Chung. A company recently hired me to do a few coaching sessions for their U.S. sales team due to a blog that you had written for me. How to close more sales even when you're not the cheapest. The same blog also caused a gentleman from Slovenia to reach out to me to inquire about my training services. Slovenia? What? I only share this story because I know how committed you are to results, so I wanted to make you aware of the results your work has produced. Bravo, Stephanie Chung, Sales Mastery. So it's a great social proof. We put that in there. And then want more templates and cut and paste blueprints for your marketing to drive highly qualified leads and high value sales? Check out our just released program, Words That Win. So there's my call to action. Does this seem super simple? Yes, because it is, and that's the way that you should run it. Again, opening establishes the problem. You tease that there's a better way, you share that there's a better way, you give some social proof, and you finish with a call to action. Now you might be thinking, but Kim, I don't have any social proof for this. What do I do then? Well, then you can just share a story from your own business or just share a story from one of your clients. You don't have to have a testimonial. It's really powerful if you do have them, so start collecting them. But if you don't, just make sure it's included in your piece. Now we're going to go through how you use this to create an ad. Super simple ad formula that you can use to promote a blog post or a landing page or anything that you're going to be marketing. So this is a simple ad template for Facebook and all other platforms. So I've used this in Instagram, I've used it in Pinterest, I've used it in Twitter, I've used it as an email. It's super simple. Okay. So this ad copy formula it's 3 lines of text in the top part, just 3 sentences. And then number 1, you ask a question in sentence number 1. In sentence number 2, you tease a solution. In sentence number 3, you give a call to action. Your click copy is the outcome headline, like what they're going to get for clicking. You tease that in the headline and the click copy. And then the bottom copy, you tease with good copy from the blog or landing page. So if you're setting up a Facebook ad, it's the text that goes at the very bottom of the ad. So here's a good example for you of a ad I just did. Sentence number 1, do you want to write blog posts easily that drive leads into your business? In this post, I share the full template for high converting blog posts. Click here to get the full sales driven blog template. And I did put a few emojis in. We test with those. They've been going pretty good. And then you put the full link in there. You ask a question, you tease it a solution, you give the solution with a call to action. Super simple. Did the same thing for a video, same post, question, post, give the call to action with the link. Super simple. Now let's look at that same thing for a financial advisor. We looked up what was, again, on BuzzSumo, the interesting financial advisor topics, wrote a blog post, 6 rules for driving seminar registrations for financial advisors, and it's starting out with teasing at a better solution to getting your clients, and then do you have an offer so compelling your clients wouldn't imagine going anywhere else? ? If you have open seminar seats, probably not. So we're teasing that there's some better way. Read on these 6 rules for increasing your seminar registration list. There's a click. Then there's the post copy, 6 rules for driving seminar registrations for financial advisors. And then the text below is pulled right from the blog, so you know exactly what you're going to get if you click on it. Again, super simple. You ask a question, you tease the solution, you give the link to go to get more. Doesn't have to be more complicated than that. Doesn't have to be a 600-word essay. Doesn't have to be this copy word that, just stop making it complicated. That simple. Ask a question, give a statement, give the link, and you're done. All right? As you're going through these, of course, if you have any questions at all, contact us at info@elitedigitalgroup.com. That's info@elitedigitalgroup.com. I want to make sure that you do your post template, begin to create this content, because you need to put these templates into action, or else they will not produce results for you. Get that first blog written and create that first ad copy so you are ready to go. And with that, I will see you for Module 2, where we will go through post templates and a landing page template. Take care and have an awesome day. Bye-bye.